In this video, we are going to explore the Databox and Databox Gateway in the Azure Portal. Alright, I am on the Azure Portal. See, a Databox is not something we can test or demo end to end. But what is essential that what I would like to show you how you can get the Databox, right? And how you can spin up the Databox Gateway. Alright, so for that, let's go ahead and type here Databox. And you can see that there are Azure Databox and Azure Databox Gateway. Let's go ahead and first click on Azure Databox, and here as usual create Azure Databox. And here now you can see there are two options you're getting: import to Azure and export from Azure, right? So let's say you are bringing the data in Azure, so that is import. But if you got already a data in Azure and you want to take that data to on-prem, that is export, right? So let's say in our use case, there is a import, right? So we say import to Azure, select the subscription. We just got one subscription. And let's say we select the resource group. Once we select that, it will prompt you for the country. Select the country and destination Azure region. Let's say we want to import the data in this region, right? And say next, and there you go. Now what happened, you get a multiple choice whether you want to basically get the Azure Databox disk, Azure Databox itself, and Databox heavy. You can clearly see that the size, usable capacity basically offered by the specific Databox is something 35 terabyte for Databox disk, 80 terabyte for Databox, and 800 for heavy. Correct. Now, depending on the use case, you'll go ahead and select. All right. Now, in my case here, you can see that select is grayed out. I can't go ahead and select. Why? Because Azure Databox is not available for the selected subscription type. You know, I'm just a pay-as-you-go user, right? And by default it is disabled for pay-as-you-go user. You have to request that. You have to get some kind of authorization from the Microsoft to get that. Usually these things are for the enterprise users, right? So that also makes sense, right? Otherwise someone can go ahead and basically order the Databox, right? And it's a physical device. It's a pretty big, heavy physical device, so that's what I have seen. So that's the thing. We can't go ahead and select, but let's see whatever that we can do here, which is called import. We can do the last one. You can see that it's basically you sending the SATA or SSD disk to Azure, and they basically copy. And let's go ahead and select this one. The things that you see here, almost like a similar thing you might see with the Azure Databox import and export as well. Okay. The key thing is basically what I can say, the mapping that Databox with the storage account. That's one thing. Second thing is that you can enforce the security encryption details as well, right? You can have your own key in the key vault, and then you can use that particular customer managed key to encrypt and decrypt your data, right? Those are the two primary thing. You will see similar thing with import and export job of Databox as well, right? That's pretty much here. Now let's go to the Databox gateway. Right now, what we see here, let's go ahead and click on create Azure Databox gateway. In this case, you also select subscription, you also select resource group, you name it my Databox gateway, something like that, and Azure resource in. See, you do not have a lot more region option here. So you got a East US, right? And when you select Southeast Asia, you get Hong Kong and Singapore. Let's see what you get in the West Europe. Nothing, right? So let's say this is the one, and you just go ahead and create that and then use it, right? And if you want to understand the use case for gateway resource, then It's for this purpose: cloud archival, continuous data ingestion, and initial bulk transfer followed by incremental transfer. That's it. All right. So that's how you can do with Databox and Databox Gateway.